Zaras Braids, Episode 5. The Braid that grew the forest. A green braid curls like a vine. Zara wakes up in the forest of forgotten seeds, where trees grow only when someone believes in them. A grumpy old Iroko refuses to bloom until Zara teaches the animals how to care, share, and sing. Environmental care and teamwork are the theme of this episode. Let's begin. Zara always knew her mama's hands carried stories, not just in the way she cooked or folded laundry, but in how she braided her hair, slowly with intention, each section humming with memory. This sunny afternoon, Zara sat barefoot on a soft mat in the living room. Her wild, natural curls had been gently combed and parted, and Mama worked quietly. Her braid that day was curled tight and thick. This one, Mama said, is for growing things that have been forgotten. Zara tilted her head, curious. Like what? Like the seeds we don't water, the stories we stopped telling, the trees no one sings to anymore. Mama continued, it is for growth. Be patient. It always blooms. That night, Zara curled under her favorite blanket. A soft wind rustled through her open window, and from within her braid, a gentle green glow began to shimmer. Vines of glowing light slipped free, curling around her bed. Then, with the hush of a whisper, Zara disappeared into a swirl of leaves and breeze. She landed softly in a strange and beautiful place, the forest of forgotten seeds. It was lush and quiet, filled with mist and magic. Tiny glowing saplings peeked through the mossy floor, blinking like stars. Trees with glowing tattoos marked their bark, whispering stories in a language Zara almost understood. But many trees were nothing more than old storms, dim, hollow, silent. Zara knelt beside one of the glowing sprouts, looking gently to it. Hi, little one, she whispered. It's okay, I believe in you. The seedling glowed brighter, then trembled, pushing upward with a shower of green sparkles. It sprouted! A new sprout was born. She whispered kind words, her kindness awakening new life in the forest. She gasped, her eyes wide. Then she moved from tree to tree, telling them stories, singing to them, dancing with animals. Each act made a tree bloom. Bright blue palms, fire orange iroko, purple flowering fern. Just then, a small glowing squirrel leaped into a mossy stump beside her. Its fur shimmered like sunlight through leaves, but its eyes were old and tired. Why wouldn't they all grow? Zara asked, gesturing at the dim stumps. They need care, the squirrel said sadly, but no one believes anymore. Zara frowned. Well, I do. And so she began. She moved through the forest, singing, dancing, telling stories. She taught the birds to harmonize with the breeze, showed squirrels how to share glowing nuts, and helped the young vines climb with kindness. With every act of joy and care, a tree bloomed. Bright blue palms, fire orange irokos, purple flowering ferns. The forest lit up like dawn after a long night. One massive tree stood unmoved at the heart of the forest, an ancient withered iroko, grey and still. Zara climbed the tangled road, gently pressed her cheek against its bark. I'm too old, the tree rumbled, its voice like wind through bone. No one is ever too old to be needed, she whispered. The forest still needs your wisdom. Zara hugged it tighter. The tree groaned, a long, deep sound like thunder held in the breath. Then golden leaves burst forth from its branches, rising to cover the sky like a blanket of stars. The forest sighed in the light. A swirl of green vines and breeze wrapped around Zara once more. Forest animals cheered, glowing saplings dancing in place. Zara laughed, her eyes bright as she lifted into the sky. And then, whoosh! Zara instantly lifted into the air by a swirling forest, carried by wind and light back to her room. She landed softly in bed, her braids still glowing faintly green. Around her, floating leaves swirled in a magical breeze. Behind her, a glowing green portal pulses softly. Her voluminous braid curled like a vine, glowing softly. Her mama picked him moments later, smiling knowingly, and whispered, You've been somewhere special, haven't you? Zara nodded, sleep already tugging at her. No words were needed, although from then on, she tells the story of the forest to anyone who will listen. Because seeds don't bloom from silence, they grow from love and stories, and from someone who believes. The end for now.